well, so...
Nah.
We're still in winners round 4 pools. If you'd like to follow along at home with the bracket, you can use the exclamation mark bracket command in chat, or just use start/GD/ land hero. Should take you here.
Yeah.
Select the label. We should be good to go in just a moment.
Can't believe he's doing this with my mom.
You didn't have to say that. I was willing to let it go.
No. You know the story behind it, right?
No, I don't know the story.
Okay,
the stream doesn't know.
Okay, well, at Double Down, you know, you're all at KBBQ. You know, everyone else was a few, you know, soju shots in there, and my mom calls me on FaceTime, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm having a great time, and I was like, I want you to meet my friends, right? And I show up in Peckham, you know, I was like, hey, Peckham, I'll say hi. He just like grabs my phone, and he starts hitting on my mom. And when I got home, you know what my mom said? Who is that nice tall man that I'm speaking to? So basically at this point, Peckham's my dad.
Well, the nice tall man, about 10% time to start things.
That's the debuff of being with my mom, but so many things happening around there. This matchup, unfortunately, I've seen many times, especially during quarantine.
Yeah, I've seen both of these characters have, I guess, slowly risen in popularity. Min Min especially, we just saw Pluto pick Min Min up as a secondary, so this character, I think people realize she's here to stay, she's not just a gimmick.
I think Min Min is one of the strongest counter-pick characters in this game.
I'd agree.
Yeah, she just invalidates so much, and Proto, putting that in full display. Remember, I was able to win it out there at Double Down, trying it out there, but this matchup can be really tricky for Hoper. That's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, neutral really varies from time to time, depending on the relative spacing. At that sort of mid-range, outside of Luigi's grab range, but within Min Min's tilt, Hoper has to be real crafty with his movement.
Yeah, and especially like Luigi kind of struggles in order to even get in there, so that's going to be the really, you know, really the tricky part about this. And the recovery, I'm telling you, exploitable, and Hoper just getting demolished because of it. And Peckham stalling it out there, really good stuff against him with the Zair. This damage being stacked up, but even when cornered, Peckham is a threat.
Yeah, and that other sort of factors that Min Min's arms really can go through Luigi's fireballs at most distances. So you have to be aware. Hoper really just saying, I can't use this tool as much in this matchup as I normally would for other zoners.
And this is the most unfortunate part about this is that what I just noticed, if Peckham uses dash attack on the shield, it'll cross up, and Hoper can't punish with the up smash if he spaces it correctly. And as well as the problem is that the dash attack on Luigi's end, it's a free down smash. Peckham has, you know, successfully punished it twice to get that confirmed damage and as well as out there, but this is such a big struggle. Finally able to secure the stock, 80%. No, if you get something started, Hoper, this is definitely possible, and speaking truth to down, but instant jump out for there, and look at that damage.
Yeah, both arms connecting for Peckham. I'm not quite sure what that up smash risk reward calculation was. He might not have killed on Battlefield, but nevertheless, he's back in the lead and really throws himself right back in, playing his game after one slight misclick.
And the second arm just barely pokes through. Dragon Head Laser, available as an option, but I love it just instantly. Running away, trying to bait Hoper onto something, and look at this. Look at this calculation, this damage coming into play. Trying to go with an arrow, but gives out the recovery, forced to use it. Yes, really good stuff by Peckham.
Throws away his stock in the process, but it won't matter with that lead. And that's the advantage of playing so well. You can be a bit more reckless off stage.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if I get a stock trade. You need a misfire, or I will edge guard you twice with pretty high rate of success.
Exactly. I guess the old man still got it. You know, being able to go for that one, but I really like the willingness to go for it. I mean, I think this is literally day one ultimate where people are complaining that like you need to go for edge guards because everyone's too afraid.
Right.
And to this day, I still think people are too afraid to go off stage. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, I would be too in some matchups because they hit with that reversal and now it's already over. Remember, we saw earlier when your name got killed off stage 30%.
Yeah, very character dependent, but you miss all the shots. You miss 90% of the shots you don't take. So.
Oh, goodness. And already just starting off with this neutral game that we were seeing earlier. Finding your way in is hard part, and Peckham has been consistently just jumping out of combos, not burning that air dodge because you don't want to risk that read, and Hopper, is waiting for that moment, waiting for trying to get those moments in there and abusing the Zair as well to the best of their ability, but the scramble situation is just working too well for Peckham.
Yeah, it goes in, out with that second air. In fact, air dodge is in, that's an opportunity spotted for Peckham.
Oh, goodness, and this is Bronk, I'm going to say this right now, this is rough.
It's a rough matchup to begin with. Hopper isn't playing too awfully, but you can just make one slight, overshot, undershot, risky air dodge, and if Peckham he doesn't even have to react. If he's well positioned, he'll take advantage.
And you just throw out the hitboxes consistently and just timing the arms, mixing it out there, and now Hopper. 122. It's not even a hill at this point. It's a mountain that you got to climb, and look at this, just skates on getting hit away and away. It started out so well for Hopper, able to find their way in, but only cashing out 34%. And look at his patience being put on display. Second arm use, and just trapped him in. There's nothing Hopper could do.
Yeah, at that point we're getting hit off by Min at about 80, 90, 100%. Like, you are so far away, you need at least 2 green missiles without a misfire. And you will provide at least one opportunity, maybe multiple, to get edge guard.
And just, it's kind of the hard part. This is like peak, you can't interact with me. You can't get in against me because I know exactly what you're going to do, and my character is this is the counterpick elements that we were both talking about earlier. He just straight up invalidates some characters, and Peckham putting that in full display right now. Hopper trying to put the pieces back together, trying to get something started, something done, but Peckham just refusing to interact and just safely zoning away. I mean, 99% of this game is either Hopper at disadvantage or desperately running to try to catch back up.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be too precise in a combo starter against Min. You really have to just take the openings where you can get him. And Luigi doesn't have any long-lasting hitboxes, and Peckham misses the tech, so that's one stock taken for Hopper, but still a long road back. Air dodge is going to cost him.
2 misplays on both ends, missed tech, and now missed air dodge, and finally Hopper trying to get something started and getting it there. The rising there, really interesting choice there, and the grab does land just a hit with the day 1, thankfully, though, but once again, we're back. Hey, you're Hopper, you're like, well, I'm back to square 1.
Yeah, I mean, Peckham continuing to play anti-grab here, just going into safe distance. You can land a straight hit aerial, maybe a dash attack or something, but that's not going to lead to any strength. I, meanwhile, am going to juggle you, put you off stage, maybe put you above the platform. At some point, that's going to lead to some big punch at the end.
This is like watching Zangief versus Dhalsim all over again. We're literally just watching it come to life in this game. Ryu and Ken maybe in this one, but Dhalsim and, it's literally the zoner versus grappler matchup. And at this point, the final nail in the coffin should be happening soon. Ram once again just pokes it out there. It's game over. GG's.
Yeah, 3 arms off stage for good measure. Peckham just taking no chances. He'll advance. That makes top 16, so well done to him. Didn't look too phased in that matchup, but as you say, that's a pretty kind draw for him, and he'll be tested in other ways down the road.
Yeah, that was I don't even think rough is the